All right, hello Agony. This is gonna be a really short, but to the point video on team etiquette when it comes to T-pings, the wars we do a lot. You find yourself in a lot of different situations where it's like a 2v1 or a 3v1, you name it. Nico, would you please come down here and help me kind of display some stuff? All right, I appreciate it. So we typically have the numbers. We don't always, but we usually do. And what I want to say is 2v1s are really, really simple if you make them simple. So typically what you want to do is if it's me and Tev versus Nico here, for example, you want one of us to be the primary like kind of fighter here, and then you want the other person to be almost a support player. Where if Nico attacks me, he's dashing in to hit hopefully Nico, but if he hits me, I can burst it, so that already ruins the combo. But if he does hit Nico, then I don't burst, and then Nico or Tev can continue his combo on Nico. So that's kind of how you want to play. You don't want to both be kind of like at the same time. You don't want me and Tev to both be dashing at Nico because what could happen is he could hit one of us could go the other way, he could get a move off then, or if we both hit him at the same time, then he gets burst, then that's just kind of not what we want to see. So to kind of run that out, like, can you guys fight for like a second? Like, let's say Nico is on the other side. This is what it'll kind of look like. This is where I might kind of come in. And I mean, if you went for more M1s, I could definitely jump in there. But right now, I'm not gonna be like, alright, they're kind of just keep fighting. I wasn't intending on that. And it's a little bit different when they're fighting Shiggy with the counter. But you're really just watching out for whenever he loses like an M1 trade, and then that's when your cue is to kind of step in, or if he makes a mistake that your other teammate can't punish. Because if you're both going for the same stuff, and then he gets a burst or anything else to get out of that, then it's just not going to look good for you. You can typically guarantee 2v1s if you genuinely play them the right way, which is smartly, which is how I'm trying to describe it at least. Otherwise, if you see people that are fighting, like if you see Tev, for example, is comboing Nico, you want to like just start like throwing a random combo at Nico, like please don't step in until he backs away from like he very visibly backs away without any resources to get back in. So I'm not gonna start comboing Nico until I see him, just like he just did, like back out of it. A lot of times, what I see is people are mid combo. I could be on top of Nico, going for all of these different moves, doing this or that, and I will genuinely see people in agony. I'll see them either on Hawks, you name it, Dobby, run by and then hit like a dash move or some mobile move that just completely ruins the combo. Like if you have some faith in your teammates who are most likely going to be better than the other teams, like their players, a lot of times they can end up pulling through. You just kind of want to be paying attention to them. Like, all right, if they start to lose, that's when you jump in during wars. You don't want to ruin somebody's tempo or butt into somebody's fight when they're already dominating to such a point because they're just going to keep winning 9 times out of 10. Otherwise, I'd say there's a lot of different like synergized things you can do. If you're in VC with somebody or if you're trying to talk to somebody, you can almost practice this too. Like, there's a lot of different like kind of team combos you can do. We're both on Baku, I think, right now. But we could do a million different things back and forth with Tev if we seem to debate out. You just got to really simplify like the fact that all right, there's two of us, one of him. We have two different evades we can go through. He only has one, and then once he gets that evade out, we have 8 different moves to cycle through. So if you truly do like if you play your moves in the most efficient way possible, there should almost never be a scenario where Tev can ever survive that from me and Nico, or 2v1 from me and Nico. Because we'll get him on evade, and then even if he M1's one of us, the other person will catch it, and then we'll have at least 6 or 7, unironically 6 or 7 moves that we can use to combo and kill Tev. So I hope that kind of wraps and like brings some things together. T-pings and wars really don't have to be complicated. You just have to kind of slow it down a little bit and kind of pay attention to what matchups are going on, who needs the most help at any given moment. And if you see somebody low HP, please, please, please help people that are lower health. And if you are lower health yourself and not being pressured, please try and back out and reset. Kill streaks are everything in wars and T-pings. Devin killed me that one time when I had a 7 kill streak at the heat, like the most intense part of the war. We were just starting to get a lead off. Devin fucking killed me. It took my 7 kill streak. That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Because that basically just resets both of our sides to 0 and makes it look like we're kind of even, right? So you almost always want to be kind of putting on that front that we are dominating whoever it is we are warring. That's why you want to genuinely try and save your kill streaks. That's why it matters that you play like while this is going on, not too chaotically everywhere, dashing to this, dashing to that, a little bit more coordinated. It's a lot like driving, kind of letting people have like the right of way if they were hitting that, if they hit first or better ping this or that. But once you get that down and you start to understand the etiquette of, all right, I probably shouldn't burst here. Even if somebody hit me, my teammate came hit me by accident, but is comboing the person, I probably shouldn't burst and ruin his combo. I should just take that damage and let him combo. Like it's some of that simple stuff like that, and that's all it takes for you guys to have that down for us to be winning every single war. We already shouldn't be. We have the numbers for like everything. Um, Most of the time. There's actually a lot of times as of late where we can't fill. But if you guys can start to do these things, bound a little bit better, then we definitely won't lose as much. Or at least screw our teammates over as much, which that's all that matters. So peace out. I hope you guys learned something from this.